There is a wonderful organization in our area that dedicates a lot of time and effort to honoring those who have served or those who are serving in our nation's military. I'm pleased to be joined today by the lady who is the group leader for what is the Hazleton area chapter of the Quilts of Valor Foundation, a wonderful organization that really does beautiful things. Marie, thanks so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
What exactly is the Quilts of Valor Foundation for anyone who is not familiar with the group?
It actually started in 2003 by a woman by the name of Catherine Roberts. She was a military mother. Her son was in Iraq, and she had a dream actually one night, an actual dream, that her son was sitting on his cot, and he was bent over, and he was very sad and feeling lonely. And she had the idea or the vision that a quilt would offer him some healing and some love. And that's how she started the organization. She just started small with one. I think she was just doing it for the Army, and then she decided to include all the areas of the military.
There are chapters of this foundation all across the United States, right? And right here in our area as well.
Pennsylvania has a lot of chapters. I think there are 20 chapters in Pennsylvania as of now.
Who are the people that make these quilts?
Our group has 19 members that are official members of the Quilts of Valor Foundation, but we are affiliated with the Cranberry Quilt Guild in Hazleton. And what we do is I have a small group of people who help me, and we get fabric and we make up kits, and then we give them to these ladies. And these ladies, in their own time, put the quilts together, and then they return them to me, and then I find somebody who will, what we call long arm or quilt them by machine. And then we get referrals from the Quilts of Valor Foundation. Once somebody goes on qovf.org, then their request for a quilt for a veteran, they have to fill out a form online. It goes to our state coordinator, who is Billy Blankney. And Billy sends the information to whomever is the closest to the veteran. So we do a lot of people in Luzerne County, Hazleton, Whitehaven, Mountaintop, all those areas. And what we do is we accept the request, then I send a letter to the veteran saying that he has been nominated for a Quilt of Valor. We don't do surprise quilts. That's something that the organization does not want us to do for various reasons. But once we send them the information, then I contact them and they let me know. They send me their information, and if they do want a quilt, some of them refuse a quilt. They don't feel that they are worthy of one, but that's up to them. I mean, you know, we're not going to force them on a quilt. And then the quilts can take from 6 months to a year to be made because of the volume of people who want one. And then we set up a presentation date, and you do have some video of a presentation we recently made with a man in Freeland. And we have a presentation and we honor them for their service, and we honor their family for their service while the people were in the military, and we present them with the quilt. And one of the things we do is wrap them in the quilt to provide a hug for them and some healing, and they also get a certificate. There's no charge for the quilts. There's no charge at all for the quilts. It's all done through our organization.
Well, the gentleman you were referring to was Mr. Michael Spock of Freeland, and that you made the presentation at the Veterans Memorial Park, and his daughter Debbie was the one who contacted us and sent us photos of the presentation, and that's how we came to get in touch with you. So that was a nice connection, thanks to her telling us about this beautiful thing. So they have to have been honorably discharged or else be serving in the military now to be eligible for this beautiful Quilt of Valor. And right. You're donating all your time. This takes a lot of work, but our viewers can help you out because you do accept donations for the materials, because that's quite expensive.
Yeah, fabric has gone up in price, and we depend on people's donations to keep us going.
So what is the best way that they can make a donation?
Well, there are different ways. If you go onto the qovf.org website, there's a place there to make donations. You can either do it by credit card or you can send them a check. Either way, please make sure you indicate that it's for the Hazleton area chapter, then it will go into our account. Or another way you can do that is to contact me at mshalinsky@yahoo.com, and I will get back to you, and I can give you my address, and then you can send me the check right out to Quilts of Valor Foundation, and I will submit it, and then it will go into our account. Anything you can donate would be appreciated.
This is such a beautiful story, a beautiful thing that everyone does. This Quilts of Valor, I had heard of it, but I wasn't really familiar with what it did. And now I know, and I'm so glad we got to talk with you and share this beautiful story. And if anyone can help out, I hope they will send donations to you to make sure that you can honor more of our nation's veterans. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Frankie's Pizzeria and Restaurant in downtown Hazleton. For more information on their specials, hours, and where you can find their delicious tavern pizza, you can call 570-454-6000 or you can visit their Facebook page.